again.
I'm ready. It's going.
I've always wondered why great artists were great, and it wasn't until I had the studio for quite a few years that I could understand why certain artists were. Are we on? It wasn't until I'd had the studio for a long time that I could understand why certain artists were considered greater than others, and what their accomplishments were, and what they gave to the whole world of visual imaging through the hand, eye, and tools, as opposed to photography. And of course, when you draw, you're drawing with your own eyes, with your hand. You're not taking a photograph, you're not copying a photograph. But I do recommend that you copy drawings and paintings done by great artists. This is my example of a scan, essentially, of a human being, and everything is lined up level. And if I were to give him, oh, could I have my tools over there, please? Those are the tools right there. Yeah, great, thanks. If I were to give him a line across as far as straight, that would establish the perspective. What did I do with my charcoal, though? Do you have a little charcoal? I must have dropped it somewhere. Is that it? Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, that'll do. It's okay. Even a small one will do. Now, if I keep his eyes sort of in the same place, but I decide to move his mouth to be going in a perspective line, I think you can see. Oh, that's a grease one. Okay.
There's a charcoal right by your foot.
I dropped my charcoal.
Thank you.
See, my horse. My kingdom for a horse. Here, this will be going up now like this. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to check it in a minute to see if you can see the difference in the effect if lines that are supposed to align at a front view then start converging, and that's what we have in this Da Vinci. So I want to look at my Da Vinci now. Now I've lost my Da Vinci. Oh, here she is. I spent 20 minutes copying her, and somewhere along the way it all got screwed up, and then I had to save it again. But I've shown this wonderful face, which of course is the plane of the face like this, with the side view going off towards an ear that isn't visible. But the whole composition is dominated by this very level line across the top. And then as she is looking to the side, we see her lips go up in a line which is searching for the vanishing point, and her eyes a little bit less so, and there's a little other garment kind of thing she's wearing on her eyebrows. So I carefully copied this to show how the nose in the Velasquez Z is moving in, out, to a little tipped up nose with the nostril a little lower, and then subtly the center's found again in the shadow. And of course in this painting, and also the girl with the pearl earring, that shadow under the nose is controlled and invented by the artist's hand, not by some mechanical photographic means. Now the mouth is going quite distinctly with the center found again and the center under the lower lip. The overlap of the cheek towards the chin, and she has one of those strong chins, very photogenic, those strong chins. I had a friend who looked ordinary when you looked at her. She had a big chin. You think, oh, she has a big chin. A photograph of her made her look just gorgeous. Some people are the camera loves some people and not others. And some people never look good with a camera, and others will always look good with a camera. And the strong chin comes out really well in camera things, and also in painting. The cheekbone is overlapped by the chin, and in the eyes, which are fairly distant from each other, the lower lid is overlapping in front of the cheek, and the upper lid is overlapping in front of that portion. And the caruncula here is visible. Wait, is it visible on the other side too? I don't think so. Just very slightly on the other side. That little tendinous form that holds the lids there. And of course, an emphasis on the turning at various points. The turning in the chin, where the chin is going under. That's called modeling. It may have been there, it may not have been there. If you were taking a photograph, it might be there, it might not be there. It's the way that the artist says with his oil paints, this is turning just a little bit. And then there's a whole plane here, and that plane, children will often say, why are you putting smudging things on the face? Well, that doesn't look so smudgy because right away, there's something that's darker that allows you to see this as a plane going towards the plane that's receding. So we have perspective introduced in the Renaissance, a perspective that looks realistic and that people found very attractive on the three-quarter view. And there are many other artists. I'm going to give a talk after the 5-minute